Hello everybody, this is Somnius Alarm. Today I'm going to be starting a new series, a new game. I'm going to be starting a Civilization V series. I don't know yet what the civilization I'm going to be using is. Just going to let the randomize feature pick that for me. I am using a couple mods. I'm using the third and fourth additional unique attribute mod. So each civilization will have some extra mods or some extra additional stuff for us to play with. So let's go ahead. I'm using the shuffle map type, so it's a very random map. It's a standard size map, and I'm going to be playing on Immortal Difficulty. This is the first time I'm going to be playing on Immortal Difficulty. I've kind of done some of the lower levels already in my off-camera stuff, but this is the first playthrough of Immortal for me, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. And then we're also going to be doing this at epic pace. So let's get to it. Let's see what civilization we get. Okay, so we get Pocatello. So they start with additional territory, and they get a bonus when they're fighting in their own territory, and then they get a couple of interesting units. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we get the Buffalo Pound, which replaces the Watermill. So it looks like it gets some extra food, I believe. And then the Pathfinder is actually pretty good. You can actually choose what you get from your goodie huts. So it's very helpful if you want to get a certain type of goodie or type of reward at the beginning. Then you also have the Comanche Rioters, which are they appear to replace the cavalry. They seem to have a unique ability, the Full Moon Striker, so we'll definitely want to get those going. And then the teepees, which can be built on plains. So we're going to have to look out for plains. We're going to want to go for plains. Right off the bat, I might want to build wide rather than tall. So I want to have probably more cities than fewer. But that will kind of be dictated by what we find around us on the map. And certainly the extra culture probably means we're going to want to have some sort of a cultural victory, if not some kind of a military victory. So let's see what our map is, and we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, so there is. We actually start with a Pathfinder. That's pretty nice. So there's copper. This is grassland, and we do have plains over here, so we can use that for our teepees. And there's marble and copper in our sites. So I think I don't see why we would want to settle somewhere else. You know what might be a good idea is just to kind of move. I'm not going to get any site over here before I have to decide if I want to move and settle or settle in place. But I can move up on this hill and kind of see what's over this way. So it's a desert over here. That banana is still in range, so I might want to go one more. Yeah, so I don't see a reason. If I go here, I still wouldn't get this fish. I'd have to wait 2 turns to get over here, and then that would put me out of range of this marble and that extra copper. Or would that extra copper be out of range? Yeah, it would. So I think my best bet is going to be settle in place. So let's go ahead and settle here. So we're founding Mosan Kani. Let's go ahead and we might want a warrior. See, normally I would go a scout monument. Let's just go with a monument, actually. We could probably get away without a warrior for a few turns. And then we'll have to make it a priority to get a warrior. It'll save us a bit of cash, and then we could switch over if we need to. And then for research, I'm going to go pottery. We need mining and quarrying. We can actually start on some farms without anything else, and we'll need calendar to get the bananas going. And there actually is fish over here. It looks like we're kind of on the edge of this, so that's actually really nice. We'll be able to kind of concentrate on going north, settling our other cities out north. We'll be fairly well protected in our capital. So let's go ahead. We'll queue up pottery. I'll likely want to go straight to writing, and then probably work up mining and masonry, and maybe kind of leaning towards getting up to construction, doing animal husbandry up to wheel and construction. But we'll start with just pottery, and we'll kind of take it from there. So that's good for the first turn. So not a bad start. We do have some good growth. We might be missing a bit of production. There's one hill over here. We might want, although these mines will provide some extra production. So that's pretty nice. Let's see what we get over here. We can go with culture and get our first policy, or kind of get close to the first policy. Or I can discover a new technology. The new technology is probably good. I might want to try to use the to upgrade my units. Let's go with technology. I think we're going to be able to generate enough culture throughout the game that we're going to be doing pretty good. Maybe we might want to have some more early game, but for now, the technology is just too good. So let's go ahead and do that, and click OK. What did we learn? We learned archery, so great. We can get some archers, and be able to, once we need the archers, we'll be able to get some ranged combat units. You know what? I might want to get a second Pathfinder. I probably should have done this from the start. That probably cost me a couple turns, but oh well. So this is not bad. I'm probably not going to be looking at settling over here. So hopefully there's something a little bit nicer over on this area here. And I might kind of pick up this goody hut and then swing over that way. We still haven't met anybody. That's alright though. It's still pretty early. I don't really want to have these desert tiles. The copper, I already have 2 sources. I could kind of monopolize them, but it's not a big deal, I suppose. We'll see. Okay, let's get the goody hut. And now let's go for the culture. You know, I could always do +1 population. It might not be bad, actually. Yeah, let's go with +1 population. It'll give us a little bit more production. What tiles are you working? You know what? I probably want to get this one here working. And then... Geez, I almost feel like trying to find a way to buy this, but I don't think we'll be able to do that. And we'll have 30 turns. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit slow at first. I mean, I could switch to this one to get 1 extra hammer, but I think this one's going to have to do for now. Actually, we might want to get the worker out fairly quick, so we can get some of these tiles improved with farms and that sort of stuff. Okay. Okay, let's swing over this way. So far we're on a tiny little island. There is double fish there, which wouldn't be too terrible. And if we could get it in range of the wheat, it's not so bad, but these desert tiles are really just not doing much. I suspect there's going to be better lands out here. So our first city is probably going to be in this area here. Let's see what we find over there. We still got to get over there. Hopefully there's still some more goody huts so we can actually upgrade at least one of our pathfinders. Oh boy. Okay, we got to head back this way really quick. That's just a dead little peninsula there. Might be able to put like a city over here that's in range of this copper and fish, but yeah, the rest of this stuff, it doesn't really look like it's worthwhile. Stern. More copper. We might be on a little island, actually. Kind of wondering if that's actually what's going on here. We'll see once we get over here. Well, there's buffalo. Still don't see any extra luxuries, which is a shame. There's more plains over here, so that's actually pretty good. There's a lot of hills, so there could be a good city over here in terms of production. But we're not really sure yet what exactly this looks like. It might be an island, in which case we'd want to... Well, there's a city-state over there. Still nothing really interesting. Well, there's gems over there, but the city-state's likely gonna take that pretty quick. And I don't think I'd want to have something that's right here, unless there's a better location to grab those gems, but we'll have to see. So that's our first city-state that we've met. We've got 30 gold. Yeah, and at this point I am gonna buy the bananas over here. That food is just too important now. All of a sudden I'm up to 11 turns till the new citizens born. I think I still had like 20 something before, and that growth is just too important at this point. So it's definitely worth the $75. So there's truffles over here. Appears to be on some marsh, so we'd have to improve the marsh, I believe. And we'll see what else we can find. I'll probably send my other Pathfinder kind of along the coast here. We get pottery. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put that up here. And let's go ahead straight for writing, I believe. Yeah, I think we're going to want to get the libraries out because we're not really going to have... We haven't met anybody, so we're kind of far from people. It might be kind of difficult to get some science output early in the game. So I think I do want to do the libraries fairly early. Next turn we'll get our Pathfinder. We'll continue on with our monument. That should be fine. Turn. So once writing's done, we'll definitely go with mining into masonry. Well, there's something to be said for getting... Yeah, I think at this point I want to upgrade my my tribe or my unit here. I could chance getting the culture and then hopefully getting another goody hut, but I think getting the upgraded unit is more important at this point, just because it'll give me an archer that I can use. I think it upgrades to archery, yeah, so we'll do that. So it's upgraded to a composite bowman, actually. That's really good. And there is double truffles up here. I hadn't noticed that. And you can also get triple fish. So a city somewhere over here, even like a city right there, won't get the other fish over here. It'll get double fish, and it'll get double truffles. But it'll also give, or I could settle right there. 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't give me the fish. I'm trying to see if I could get a city that would give me a passage here. There could be something over there. We'll have to see. Go over this way. We're going to explore around the city-state. It might just be like kind of cut off here. In which case it would be like a long, sinewy island. We'll have to see how that goes. So there's stone over here. So if we do that hill here, there'd be a bit of desert in the middle that we wouldn't have very good production or anything from. I don't think... let me just turn on the yield icons. Yeah, see, look, it doesn't produce anything. And even when you improve it with a farm, it like barely improves it at all. So it's barely workable. But these other tiles here would certainly be worth it. And then the stone actually is relatively worthwhile. But we'll have to see. Let's keep heading up here. Actually, I'm kind of curious if that ends right there, we might want to beeline it to sailing. We'd want to get embarking units as soon as possible. Yep, okay. That's what we're going to do then. So we're going to do sailing, then mining, and masonry. So let's kind of book that in. Then mining and masonry. And then after that we'll go probably animal husbandry wheel, but we'll have to see. I'm almost wondering if it's worth it. I think we would end up losing our 22 signs that sunk into writing if we switched over to sailing. Let's just see kind of if we do that. Yeah, it's still 95. This is 22 of 95. Yeah, I think we're still better off doing this and then that. But we'll see how that goes. So that kind of stinks. But actually I was going the wrong way here. Although you never know, there could be something else kind of attached on here, but I kind of doubt it. I think it's cut off there. And then same thing over here. Yeah, that's definitely kind of coastline there. That's probably going to be my second city there. Somewhere over here. And since it goes around, I think the crossing's probably not as good of an option, so we'll probably end up settling right on this hill. There's no mountains at all, which kind of sucks. There is another continent kind of right here, so that's something we'll have to go towards. But let's explore over this way. Yeah, so let's just keep going. I'm kind of hoping that there's somebody that I can meet after I get through sailing. After the monument, I'll have 13 turns. We go granary. I'm only 4 turns away from... I'm only 4 turns away from the... or 3 turns now from growth in Most Uncanny. Then I'll be able to work both the fish and the bananas. And it might not be a terrible idea to do that right away, actually. Although that's only 2 food. Yeah. Probably want to do that. Yeah, that's what I want. Though I'll want to get a workboat out as soon as possible and get that upgraded. Let's come back here with you. As soon as we can get embarked units, which I believe is... Oh, we need to get up to optics, don't we? Yeah, that might be a little bit too late. So we might need to do... You know what, let's do writing and then mining. Then we'll go straight to optics. We'll leave masonry for after, then we'll go for masonry. We're not likely going to get a lot of pressure from other civilizations just yet. That's probably not going to happen until we can actually settle our 3rd and 4th city, which isn't going to be on this continent. So let's see how that goes. In fact, do we want to spit out, as soon as this is done, you know what, let's spit out our settler. As soon as this is done, we'll go to a high production state, get our settler out, although I want to queue him up right now. Let's queue up the granary, and then the settler, just so that if before the growth happens, you don't kind of halt the growth because of the settler. And then as soon as we've grown to 3, I'm going to switch it over to the settler, get an early city out over here. Let's come back with you. You are going to head over this way. I'm going to get you... Oh, you might as well just kind of explore that little bit there. We might want him to just sit on... Yeah, let's get you to sit on that hill. Just to keep barbarian camps from spawning over there. Actually, we might want to sit the Pathfinder right here, too. Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, I can sit you over by the city-state, and then I'll steal a worker from you as soon as you get one out. Zunkani has grown. I can switch you up to settler. Production focus. Is there any more production that you can do? Really have low production. Oh my god, this is going to be such a slow start. But that's okay. I like a challenge. Let's try working you and you. Oh my god, that's so slow. Total of 3 hammers plus the 5 that I normally, or 2 there. This is going to be very, very tough, you guys. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll keep you over here for now. Next turn. Just set you on alert, and you can sit up here on this hill. Should be able to see if there's any kind of a worker coming around. Actually, I'm curious if you set up on that hill. That might work, actually. Okay, you're gonna go to alert, and I'm gonna bring you over here. Oh, you don't get those tiles, but that's okay. It gives us enough to know whether or not they've got a worker. And most of this area will be free from barbarians. And then if we really need to, we can send the composite bowman to get some more. So I'll just set you on alert. That should be good. So not much exploration going on right now. Kind of sucks, but what can you do? Is that a floodplain? That is a floodplain. So it actually does get a little bit of production right now. But oh well. Next turn. So really until the settler's done, I don't know that we have a lot that we can do. Pretty much. We can adopt a policy. We can go liberty, which will allow us to build a bit wider. It unlocks building the pyramids, but I don't think that's really going to help us. I don't think we're going to go honor or piety. Normally I'd really just want to go tradition, but liberty is tempting with the Pocatello, but I think I just need to go tradition just because I don't know what I'm going to find on the other continent. It might be kind of a whole bunch of civilizations that I meet there, so I'll just adopt that. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure what this is going to... This is a bit of a strange map to start on. Last time I did the shuffle, it was a bit of a bigger continent. So it did have kind of long, sinewy continents, but it was a little bit bigger than this. So it might just be kind of a water-logged shuffled that we got, but we'll see how it goes. Pantheon founded, so they've chosen stone circles. Okay. And there's our first barbarians. We're probably going to want to take care of them with the composite bowman here. It's just an archer, so it should be pretty easy to do. But we'll see how that goes. So there must be an encampment over here, which will be good to get a little bit of cash from. If there hasn't been a worker that's kind of been created here, I'm going to just build one over here. Writing. Perfect. Get up on this hill and start attacking them. We're into mining. And then we're going to do mining to optics. That's going to be a long set of turns. So we're going to be doing that for 31, 41 turns. That's going to be up into the 70s. Ooh. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Luckily, we don't have a lot of, we don't have any neighbors right now. So we really don't have to worry about any aggressive neighbors. And then we can really choose where we want to settle on the other continent. So that's going to help us enormously. And we are going to be getting some pretty decent growth and production from this city over here. Although we do want to figure out where exactly we want to settle this city. We can settle it right on this desert hill. Not a lot of production here either, actually. So I'm almost thinking it might be better to settle... Might be better, but then we're going to lose some production from our city. Oh my god, this is not the best. There is a lot of fish over there. If we settle here, we get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The stone's there, the stone's there. That's in access, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to miss one of the truffles. If we settle there, we get access to that fish, that fish. We don't get that fish. We do get the stone, though. So we'd end up with 4 fish and 2 truffles and the stone. I think we're going to settle here. Okay. Next turn. We take them down, and then we'll heal up before we move again. And we'll probably head straight over to the encampment and just kind of take care of that right away. tick. Next turn. That should be close enough. I think we're pretty much healed up. We might be missing like 1 point or something. Yeah, 99 of 100. That's good enough. Let's get going. Might as well take care of it. He's not really doing much until the settler comes out. And even then, the Pathfinder can help me with that. Adopt policy, so we do have another policy. Let's go with oligarchy. Yeah. And because of that, we might as well bring the Pathfinder in. I don't really see myself building any wonders anytime soon. But for now, that should be alright. There's another pantheon that started. How many pantheons are there? Religions, beliefs. So there's stone circles and God of the open sky from pastures. Interesting. I'm not getting any faith right now. I don't really see myself doing a big faith game. So if we can get a pantheon, great. If not, we'll just kind of pick up whatever religion comes our way. Head up here, and that encampment's pretty far down there. Unless it's over here. If it's one of these two tiles, we'll see them kind of appear very soon once they get another unit out. I thought I was over here though, but I mean it could be there. People like shiny things most. Interesting. Well, it's looking more and more likely to be there. Get you in there, and we'll just have you on alert. Go next turn. There it is. So let's go there. It gives us a better line of retreat. And next turn. Attack the encampment just like that. We're going to get mining very, very soon. That's good. Another pantheon has been founded. Protection. We get mining now. Great. We can do barrage. Goddess of Protection, 30% in ranged combat strength. We might have to keep that in mind if we end up going to war with whatever civilization that is. For now, okay. Okay, so then it'll be producing a granary right after this. We might want to start work on a worker before we even do that. Oh, are you kidding me? I was hoping to get him in a few shots and be able to come back. Although we can escort him with the Pathfinder. That's no problem. Okay, next turn. We do want to start hooking up some of these luxuries because that's going to be kind of important. That guy's gone. And we can go ahead and queue up worker, and we're going to need that before the granary, so let's bring him ahead there. We just need to get some more production. That guy needs to wait. And where are we going to put our next city? That gives you lots of production. That gives you happiness, but it's a resource that we already have. We're definitely going over here. So let's lead with our Pathfinder. And that should be good. There's some jungles around. So once we get universities, it'll. Oh, are you kidding me? As soon as I clear one out, they give me another one. Okay, keep going with the Pathfinder. You can see the city-state already started expanding there. I'm surprised it didn't expand to the gems right away, though. But there's really no way to get those gems from before that city-state will claim it. We will want to get the truffles, and we should be able to get both the fish and the truffles and all that sort of good stuff. But we'll see. Next turn. Thank you. Take the Pathfinder, bring you over here, and follow with the settler. Next turn. It's going to be settling on a desert, but I think the extra production from the hills around is going to be worth it, as well as having access to that much fish. This city is really going to get big, so there's going to be lots of workers to be able to do all sorts of stuff. We are just going to have to spam out a couple workboats, but that's all right. I don't mind doing that. Those tiles become really good once you get like seaports and once you have the lighthouse and that sort of thing, and the stone and the hills are going to be pretty good for production. So that's going to be a good city, I think. Straight over to the truffles. We're going to come over here. And I get to smack that. Get a little bit of gold. And next turn. Telling me to build there. I don't really like that though. I mean, you're missing out on the stone and 2 fish. Whereas here, you're getting, yeah, you're just getting it all. I don't get why they want me to go there, but that's okay. The AI is a bit strange sometimes. Try to see a bit more. There isn't a toll there, and then there's more coastline around here, so there is stuff over there, but we can't quite see it. Actually, if we step over here, we might be able to see that tile there, and they want whales. We don't have any whales. We don't have any way to get whales right now, so you're gonna have to wait. I probably should take you off production focus, shouldn't I? I just noticed you're still there. Let's unlock you. 15 turns. Yeah, I really need these guys up and running. Here. You can come over like that. There's a deep water thing, so that means that that sea kind of goes in there, I believe. I don't think you really have deep water right beside a coast. We'll see what we get when we head over there, I guess. Still telling me there. I really don't understand that AI. But... Okay, so there is sheep, and you can't embark yet. Not that I was really expecting you to be able to embark. I go over here, and not much more. Okay, so obviously my second settler, I should say, is gonna have to wait. Adopt policy. We're gonna go with legalism. That's gonna provide us a monument for free in that building. I could go with that one, but we're not really in a place to build wonders yet. Let's build the city. So we do get the free monument. We're going to get culture from that right away. And let's go ahead and queue up. granary. Not really going to provide a whole lot of extra food. You know what, let's queue up the library. Because what we might end up doing is just building the National College here as soon as we have that technology open and available to us. Let's bring our unit back inside. And 9 turns until we can start hooking up our luxuries. We're pretty much going to have to wait for that before we're going to become happy again. So we're kind of missing out on growth and that sort of stuff. Not very good. That low production was really kind of killing us, which is why we need the workers in the first place. So we'll see if we can't get those guys out soon. On alert. 1 and kill. I really didn't have to step forward for that. I only saw that after, but oh well. Next turn. Still haven't met anybody, so our science output's going to be really slow. We'll have to see. And that should be all good. What tiles are you working, actually? Double production. Yeah, I need a second worker. Actually, I should be not a warrior. Worker. I'm going to set you up in there. You're going to produce as fast as you can. Doesn't really get much growth anyways. Although I could always set it to build me a workboat, although I don't have the technology yet. Yeah, this is extremely slow. But I think I'm gonna be... Hello, I met Songhai. Okay, I'm not gonna give you... I don't know if you can do embassies yet. You can. I'm not really gonna give you an embassy, because I don't want you to know... I am on an island, so they're not really going to be able to do anything. He is kind of aggressive, though, so he might come. I'm just going to not ask for an embassy. Because he already has triremes, so he's got sailing. He might have gone up to... He's still in the ancient era, so he doesn't have embarkation yet. So that, at least, is a little bit nicer. I'm going to leave this here, though, and I'll see you guys next time when we do some more Civ 5. A little bit of a slow start. It's turn 53. We do have 2 cities going. Their growth is kind of slow right now. We need desperately to have some workers. I've got 2 queued up, and hopefully I can get them out as soon as possible. Because I really need those workers to start improving, especially in my capital. My capital is just desperately in need of like a farm here and here and here, just to start the growth going. And even hooking up these bananas would be amazing, and the fish here too. So once we get all this stuff hooked up, I think it'll start improving quite a bit. But for now, it's really, really slow. So we'll have to see how that goes. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.